reactions to all things addicts. Like Melendez giving up, ADBs crashing out, a mouse trying to roach. That's why we're waiting all day for that late night advance. Madden addicts, football with ads on Twitch, and always remember Flint is a bench.
And welcome to the Hen House. I am your boy Blue Henny, joining you today on our special Reboot Draft League episode with special guests Davis and Melendez returning from his hiatus. So introduce yourself, guys.
What's up, everyone? Melendez here, as always. Well, that's not in the last 2 weeks, but
Hey, Super Bowl champ checking in.
And we gave Davis his little shout out there. You haven't seen the bottom left side of your screen. We do have his Super Bowl picture in there. Also, our special Christmas theme, Camp Hendez. I really wish we could have like a Camp Hendez t-shirt, all joking aside. I would totally wear a Camp Hendez t-shirt or at least a flag to put behind here. But today's episode, we're going to be talking about the team selection recap. We are going to be going through the divisions, making our early predictions for division winners. Later in a couple of weeks, we will do an actual mid-season prediction episode as well as a roster breakdown episode. But let's not waste any time and let's start going over our draft order. All right, so on the screen right now, we do see the draft order. This is just the team selection, so for anyone who was living under a rock, we did a randomizer where 1 to 32 to pick league conference jerseys. This was kind of the breakdown here. I know myself, I ended up having 29. Melendez, you were at 11, and where were you, Davis? I kind of forget where you were.
somewhere in the middle.
Oh yeah, you were at 25.
Yeah, 25. So I wasn't too bad.
And at this point, like obviously the draft, the actual pick order probably means more, but really this really showed. I mean, maybe not the first couple of picks, but like really seeing who is trying to follow who's trying to pair up here. I think the biggest example of people hunting a certain division was to be blunt, the AFC South.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, can we talk about that though, Melendez?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Was there like a PM going on, or
No, actually no. I mean, obviously there's a benefit to being in the middle of the selection order because the divisions have started to form, but there's still spots available. Honestly, I wasn't targeting anybody or going after anyone, but I saw that Dub had taken the Texans, Beast had taken the Jags, and no disrespect to both of them, but of the people above me, that was kind of, I think, the best spot for me to slide into. I mean,
winnable games when it comes down to it.
I mean, the first 5 picks were all, Mo, Speedy, Zilla, Flynn, Trent. Those are people you want to avoid. So I knew off the bat, it was like 5 divisions were toast for me, personally. So then, going and picking that, it was just a matter of where I thought, was competitive and winnable, I suppose.
I mean, I can understand. I do understand. I mean, I hate that you had to take my Colts here, so you better do something with there because my Colts were a dumpster fire in the old league.
Because I didn't want to deal with any weather games. I wanted a dome.
That's fair on that aspect. But yeah, since my Colts were a dumpster fire in the last league, I'm expecting you to do something there, but it's kind of depressing.
No guarantees.
I better see something. I mean, outside of that, there were small little here and there of people trying to follow maybe at least one person. I know in my case with the Seahawks, I really didn't have much to really chase at that point. I did actually want to take a different team, but I got talked out of it. I was actually, I mean, like I guess breaking news, I did plan on actually taking the Bears, but I got talked out of it so Sports could take his Bears. But that's honestly why I wanted to go to. Because of the fact, like me as a bottom 4 pick, I was trying to see who do I have the best matchups against. And again, no offense to Reg, but I have 2 career playoff wins and they're both against him. So I felt like if there was a division that I felt like I had at least not as winnable as yours, but at least favorable, I would have thought it would have been there for me. But Seahawks are not bad.
Yeah. And I know Quick at 22 and James both new to the league and
but they're both like best friends in real life.
They wanted to follow each other, so they went to the NFC South. Unfortunately, they have to deal with Davis, twice a year, so that's unfortunate for them. But I understand them wanting to play together since they know each other.
Who else?
And
is in
obviously,
that
the biggest surprise here was how the hell did we not get our super division? We
True.
let Stank and Pride off the hook, and then Pride, and then on top of getting off the hook, got blessed in the draft order. So,
I mean, we say blessed, but I mean, quote unquote. There, I mean, obviously, there's no way to fix it, but. I mean, always sus when the commissioner gets number one. Obviously, all joking aside, we know he didn't do shit, but it's always still fun to talk shit about that.
Oh, you best believe I Googled if you could adjust the draft order. I 100% did.
That was funny to see that. Just because obviously it's purely coincidental, but just like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, nothing else really. I mean, those were the two biggest takeaways were the AFC South really filling up as quick as it did, and the fact that the Super Division never formulated. I mean, I gotta blame Noop a little bit on that one, but I feel like he's the one who really ruined the dream.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, a couple things. Obviously Eclipse got his Packers. I feel like that's a foregone conclusion at this point. I hope Goose takes care of my Jets.
Hey, I made it back home. I made it back home.
I made it back to my same division, so I kind of stayed within my home. Just
I don't really
Seattle.
appreciate you taking my team.
I mean, and then add insult to injury, I made a Melendez the coach, so.
Yeah, he has an obsession with my family. It's kind of weird, not gonna lie.
Hey, my coach name is Henhouse.
Oh, I love it.
I thought we have my actual name. I saw that one. I mean, we made it. We're the pathway to the league now. It's not just NFL 1, 2, 3 anymore. Like we made it.
We know we made it.
So I guess let's move on to the actual division breakdowns now. So starting off with our AFC. So AFC East ended up being Trent, Frank, Pride, and Goose. I mean, god damn it. I mean, that's a fun division. The South we've already talked about, but Dub, Beast, Melendez, and Mouse. The North being Skills, White Boy, Riley, and Bang. And the West being Stank, Red Dog, Scata, and Mo. I mean, honestly, I do like that the divisions are. I don't really see any singular division where there's a heavy favorite. I mean, there's definitely favorites, but I don't see one that's where one superpower and a bunch of shitters.
You know that one meme with the three dragons that are really imposing, and the one that looks like a silly little goose kind of thing.
Yep.
That's what the AFC South looks like here. It's like it does not belong with the rest of these. I mean, AFC East, no disrespect to Frank and Goose, both good users, but Trent and Pride. But if Trent can manage to stay in the league for more than a season, I guess.
Yeah,
that's so true. You don't know what Trent's dedication is.
You don't know. Trent always got to lead the league, and you never know.
But football season should be over, right? So, he's around for the long haul.
Where maybe the first season is him on the residual with football, but hopefully you get him back to himself, truthfully. But I guess I'll start off with, we'll do little predictions here. The AFC East, I mean, you would have to say the betting favorite, if you had to pick one, would be Pride. So I would say Pride for me. And just so people can be aware, we're going to have in parentheses, so the H is going to be for Hen, D will be Davis, and M will be Melendez. But we're doing these live, so they're seeing our final predictions. But I'm going to say Pride for the AFC East. For the AFC South, I mean, even though you're in here, Melendez, I am going to say you. Because of the fact, Mouse is very, very streaky, where I feel like you're more consistent. And I think consistency is going to be what we end up seeing in that division. The AFC North, let's see here. It's Skills, White Boy, Riley, Bang. I feel it's going to be between Riley and Bang, but I feel like Riley ended the last league stronger, so I would give him my vote. And the AFC West, this is a surprisingly balanced division. I'm going to go with Mo just because he is just cheddar, but that's an interesting division. I guess we'll go to Davis. We'll go to you next. What are your What would be your division predictions for each one, starting with East?
Okay, with East, if Trend didn't leave the league, I will go Trend. But so much updating don't happen.
So I'll put a little star next.
No, I'm not going with Trend.
All right.
I would go with Trend if he didn't leave the league. But I want to swing to Pride because he played every season. And he know all the cheese. He don't know. He go lie to you like he don't know it. But Pride, he got
He does.
Lamar, so
He knows a
I'm
little bit
rocking
of
with
every
Pride.
cheese. He's not dominant in one cheese, but he knows a little bit of every single one, where that's why he's always got that high record.
And that Lamar just put it over the edge for me.
That's also true. So let's go to the South now. Who are you going with in the South?
In the South, it's between Melendez and Miles, but I gotta swing with Miles because he played me so much.
True. Yeah, you
And
got
he
that.
got Josh Allen, and I know he finna rocket catch you to death. So I'm going with Miles.
Shit, honestly, I'm gonna stick with Melendez, but I didn't even think about the Josh Allen thing with that. Damn, actually, good luck with that, man. All right, so moving on to the AFC North. Who do you got?
North, I gotta go with Bane, man. I gotta go with Bane.
Like, I agree with you on that, but he has the better resume. That's where I lean towards. I know Bang was having a down final season. And we got to see, because Bang's success was predicated on that God offense.
Yeah, Bane, you just can't count Bane out, even though he don't
Oh,
run the
yeah,
ball.
never going to count him out.
He passing the ball just frustrate users more, like, it just frustrate users, bro. I feel like Bane might win that division. I'm gonna swing with Bane.
And it's not even a frustrating passing. It's when you know where the pass is gonna go and you just can't stop it because his roster is that good. Like, you know, like, it's not like it's a secret where it's going. You just feel helpless.
And then with the AFC West, I play Mo and I play like Scatter. He I don't see Scatter getting in there, but he drafted the corners because he a man type of guy. But
His division is loaded. Like, you can make a real case for any of the four. Even like, this is gonna be a very overqualified last place.
See, the thing about this with Stank, if Mo might beat him that first time, but he ain't gonna beat him twice. He learns his users. He just like I play Stank a lot, so I know how he think. But I'm gonna swing with Stank because that's my, you know what I'm saying. He's part of the camp, so I can't go against the camp.
Even though I do get that. I'll do it, but yeah, that is a. Yeah, like, you really can't make a case that if any of these four users can win it in the right circumstance. I think that's honestly the only division of the four AFCs that you could probably say that for. Like, there's a realistic route for all four of them.
I feel like that division going to be more of a what they do outside of the division games. Cause
true, but they're just going to beat up on each other.
I see a lot of splitting going on in that division.
Yeah, a lot of 3-3s, maybe 4-2s. All right, so let's move on to Melendez's four picks here. So, Melendez, who you going with starting with the East?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm also going to go with Saints Pride for the AFC East. Obviously, right now he's one of the hottest users in the league. Secret cheddar, and honestly, again, I have no faith in Trent to stay in the league past one season.
Yeah, that's
as good as Trent is as a user.
Yeah. Going to the South.
Yeah, for the South, I'm gonna take myself, but that's no disrespect to anybody in this division.
I mean, I picked you too, so it's not like you're alone.
Mouse just kicked my ass in the most recent time we played. Probably would have put up a hundo if the game didn't drop in the fourth quarter. I know he's dangerous, but again, he's inconsistent. Then
the North.
Yeah, the North there. Love skills, but no. White Boy's a great user, but I think this is between Riley and Bang. I just played Riley this morning in the league that's about to die, and he's kind of at his peak of playing right now. Like I'm really impressed, but I'm not going against Bang. It's Bang's division to lose. I took a look. I know we're gonna do a whole episode on rosters and stuff like that next week. But I took a look at rosters earlier, and Bang took all defense early, and it's really interesting. He's basically saying, "I'm going to put my my eggs into the defensive basket, knowing that he could score with some late round picks." So his team is going to be dangerous. And in the AFC West, again, everyone can win. This is tough. I'm going to roll with Stank just on history. But I mean, I think this is going to be the annoying division that everyone go, fourth place is 11-5, or 11-6, whatever that math adds up to.
All right. And moving on, we have our NFC divisions, where our NFC East is Flynn. This was we were hoping was going to be a division of deaths, but Flynn, Speedy, Noob, P Funk. The South being James, Quick, Davis, Zilla. The North being Eclipse, Sports Freak, Yib, and Reg. The NFC West being Mel, myself, Big T. I hope I'm saying it right, and Clue. So I guess we're gonna go around and do our predictions. I guess I'll start off first again. I mean, I'm so disappointed that this division didn't get more comp. This feels like a very easy Flynn pick here. I was doing H for me. It feels like a very easy Flynn pick here. I don't see anyone here putting up a realistic fight to him. Maybe Speedy at some point, but I don't see much of a fight here. I can see this being the most one-sided division. The NFC South, to me, it's also an easy pick on this one. I'm going Davis here. I mean, I do think James and Quick will eventually provide more competition, but I don't see really anyone catching you, Davis. Zilla will be competitive, but I don't see anyone catching you realistically as long as you're mentally committed. I like that one division where you decided to be charity and gave Goose a chance.
I don't know what he's talking about.
The NFC North, let's see, Eclipse, Sports, Yib, Reg. This is tough here. Eclipse is the most consistent here. Sports Freak has the highest ceiling, I think. And Reg is always in the mix, but Reg ain't done anything in the playoffs yet. I'm actually really torn on this one. I'm going to go with Sports Freak just because I know his track record and at least beginning to draft leagues, but I could easily see him finishing third place too, being not as consistent, but I think he has the highest ceiling. I mean, I'm going to pick myself in my division. My division is very weird, and I am curious when we get to your guys' turn with this. My division could be really good on paper, but it could also just be really washed on paper. Because Mel and Clue at their best are very cheesy, but we don't know what version of them we're getting. So it is going to be a really washed division where I can run away with it, or this could be a really big dogfight. I'm not truthfully sure. So we'll head over to you, Davis, now. So starting off with the NFC East, who do you got?
I hate this dude really bad. And he stole my pick, Gibbs. But I gotta give him to him. You know, it's easy. I don't see nobody, you know.
Yeah, we were hoping this was going to be a division of death to give him some comp, but ended up that was an easy one. So I guess moving on to the South. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to pick yourself here,
Yeah,
but I mean,
for the South, I don't even know who James and Quick. I never seen them play, but
they're friends of me and Melendez. They play in our baseball league a lot. They played in college football too. James is actually a football coach, like Trend. Quick is just good at video games in general. I don't see either of them being cheesy, but I don't.
I know
Eventually,
Zilla gave me some good games, but the way I seen him drafted, I feel like I got him.
Yeah, I see you being someone who runs away with this one too. But I do see this division not being a punching bag division where once I think James and Quick get used to truthfully Madden.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I can end up losing the division, but I'm always take myself any day of the week.
I think you're going to win at least the first season or two. I think maybe season 3 will probably be the earliest. Maybe we see someone maybe push for the throne there, but I think you have a pretty straightforward route for a season or two.
I don't know with the North Division.
North is a tough one to pick here. I mean, I struggled there.
Like I played Red. He beat me. So in Sports Freak, if he don't trade Jaden Daniels, he can win this division per every season. But he known for just trading. He'll play good and trade out of his good team. So if Red's locked in, I'm taking Red.
Now, I think Reg is always in the mix, but I mean, you guys may confuse me if I'm wrong here. I don't think Reg ever won the NFC East. He always was like the 5 seed.
But he kept beating Flynn.
True.
That's why Flynn he was the 3rd seed in that division because he kept beating him.
But hopefully he gets over that hump there because clearly comp wise he's able to do it. He just never got over the hump in that division, and I don't think this division is a cakewalk. So I can see your point there. Now, what about the West here?
With the West,
again, like I'm curious your thoughts after you pick. My division is weird, but I could see it going either
I looked
direction.
at male team because I was trying to trade with him. He did draft his corners, and that's been the wave.
That is the Mel way.
For like
years.
But the way you play, because you run, then play action and pat, but. That's a tough one though.
Because you don't know what version of Mel you're getting. Like I would agree.
Yeah,
like
that's
like,
true. And then with Clue, you don't know if Clue back to the old Clue, or he just in here just to let time go by. But I'm gonna have to. He ain't don't let me down, man. But I'm gonna swing your way.
But like you're kind of like echoing what I'm saying. Like my division can either be a dogfight if we get the best versions of Mel and Clue. Or it could be similar to Flynn's division, where I'm just getting the ghost of Mel and Clue, and I run away with it. Like my division really could go either way depending on what version of them we get.
Yeah.
All right, so let's switch over to Melendez. Let's see what you got for the NFC East.
Yeah. So for the NFC East, I mean, I'm rolling with Flynn. Hate the dude, just similarly to Davis, but
this is our first division that it's a sweep.
But he's good at this fucking game. No disrespect to the other guys, but I mean, Flynn is a top user.
Flynn is him.
NFC South, I'm rolling with Davis again, one of the best users in this league. I think I'm not saying he's gonna run away with it because I don't want to disrespect Zilla. I know he's a quality user and he'll be in the hunt most seasons. And I think James and Quick are both good users, but Davis is amongst the best.
They're just not Madden users, at least not yet. At least.
Yeah, they'll get there. NFC North. This is tough, right? Eclipse is the jump ball. Sports Freak has trade Tourette's, so he's gonna his roster's gonna change 10 times before we even look at it. Gib is a good user, and Reg. I'm gonna give the edge to Reg here, just because I don't see Sports normally takes 2 seasons to get his roster right. It's nothing against who he's drafting or what he's capable of. It's more just he takes the time to build his roster, and normally that takes a season or 2. And then in the NFC West, Mark, you may be my boy, but I'm going with Mel.
I take no offense, but if we get Mel's true self, I would even pick Mel against me. But we just don't know what version of him we're getting.
I think the version of Mel that we're seeing at the end of the Dead League is, someone who's kind of checked out and hey, we're in season 5. I'm bored with this roster. I'm bored with playing the same users, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, that's why Beast doesn't want to play me, because he's just tired of playing me. I beat you the last time we played because I literally know your playbook back and forward.
Yeah.
So I think obviously with a new refreshed season, a new refreshed league, hopefully Mel comes back with a resurgence. I think Clue will be in it. Obviously, I think you're talented. I personally think you made a mistake with your draft. I think you need a running quarterback, and taking Sam Darnold was a mistake. But so I think it's going to take you a little bit of time to adjust what you've been doing.
Oh, don't worry, you'll see what I'm cooking up there.
I see what you're doing, and it's still early. But I'm just saying, like, you got so used to that quarterback run and being able to,
yep, I agree,
to roll out, and all of a sudden you got a statue, a quarterback. It's a little bit different. I'm going to give Mel the edge off.
That's why I went with Kyler Murray, because I got used to that rookie quarterback, and I was like, I can't go back to no slow quarterback.
Oh, and trust me, in my thing, you'll see with the draft here, spoiler, I took Sam Darnold personally because he's a safe option, but trust me, if I get one of the guys I'm looking at, Sam Darnold might never see the field. But I also didn't want to be left in a circumstance where I don't get either of the guys I think I could develop up, and then I'm left with a shitty non-mobile quarterback. Even though he has low 80 speed, I'd rather at least have a quarterback I know can throw the ball, and then I can take my shot for the quarterback. So this is more of a let's play it safe and aim for the guy I really want later, but if not, I'm not left dead.
Yeah, I get that. I wanted my X factor quarterback. That's why I went with Baker in the first round. He can run, but I'm not going to get Jalen Milroe or anyone similar to that in the 25th pick or whatever. So
Darnold isn't bad though, like low 80 speed. He has a really he has like a 96 deep ball accuracy. Hint.
Yeah, I seen his. Yeah, I was looking at.
Which is what I like.
Powers in the 80s, but his accuracy high though. I seen.
He can throw the rock if he needs to, and like we all know, season 1 is going to be all JT for me. I mean, I got JT back. I got who's a better version than what I had day 1. He's an X factor. I got superstar Tyler Warren. I mean,
shocker, you just took Colts.
but I took the
surprising
good
there.
Colt. I didn't take any of the bad ones. I would fandom with logic. Like, I also took Buckner and age reduced them to have a dominant DT. I took whatchamacallit, Quentin Nelson to have a god O-line, left guard to run behind. I mean, I agree with your point on Mel, though. We got sidetracked there. But, all right, so I guess let's move on to our last segment for today, which is going to be the new rules for the Reboot League. Now, there might be more stuff coming on here, but this is based off all the polls that were posted. So, the change in dead time, well, to prevent the roaching, I would assume. But that's how it used to be back before I retired. So, the dead hours being 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern Time.
Let's just call this the Flynn rule, you know.
I mean, Flynn, there's other ones too, but yeah, because I mean, I forget who it was the one time. I think it was. I don't think he intentionally did it, but I think Red Dog was the one against me that stood out personally because I was available all during the day. He was available like 1 a.m. to like 8 a.m. Where like I get some people can't help it, and that happens occasionally, but I think this rule is made to target the people that do it on a consistent basis, not the ones that do it once in a while.
AKA Flynn.
Yeah.
The Flynn rule.
And don't forget that Flynn
Yeah,
is a bitch.
that's the other thing we didn't consider in our division things. Does Flynn even make it a season with his so-called schedule that all of a sudden he's available, you know, to do a draft on 3 different days?
Yeah,
you know?
that's what shocked me the most. Like he can't play, and then the playoffs will make it worse. He only can play from 1 to 2 in the morning. I'm like, bro, no.
I'm convinced he does that just to people he doesn't like because every time I've played him like or like not late night, but like 7, 8 at night. Like I've played him at normal times. I'm convinced he just does it to people he doesn't like. I mean,
well, the problem is he doesnn't like half the league, and half the league doesn't like him. So,
Yeah,
no, also fair. So our next point on here was the buying speed points for 95 plus speed. I mean, that does affect me. What I did was JT, but all bias aside, it makes sense that one because like now, if you like, it really puts a premium on the dudes that were above 95 speed to begin with. You can't just cheese and grind your way up to a 98 speed. Like you actually got to draft it or really trade for it. I mean, as much as I hate it affected me, I do agree with that one.
Yep. I wasn't really a speed guy, so
Me either outside of JT, but yeah.
yeah. So I'm kind of happy as a rule because you can't got people turning 95 speed dudes and 99 speed. And so I agree with that rule. So it's gonna affect some people who really big on speed.
I agree. I mean, you know me. I love my speed on the outside. I do agree with it though. Obviously, you made JT unstoppable.
But JT was unstoppable before the speed. It just made him went from unstoppable to just gay.
Pride made Kenneth Walker a god. You know, but also just what it's going to do is it's going to make trading for speed even more difficult.
Yeah, the premium because like now like you can develop up to a certain point, but then that's what's going to separate like the 97 speed from the 95.
But I also wonder if it means that people will take the wheel spin
More
for
serious.
opportunities to bump up a 96 to a 97 or something.
Shit,
like
I did that. I got JT a 4 speed point last year off the wheel set. So I mean, you admit Wheel of Fortune. Even though it didn't change, we did have a poll for coach's decision. It stayed as is. This one was pretty torn, so I mean, it's staying for now, but it wouldn't shock me eventually if this changes. Because the coach decision, I think the coach decision just tries to keep us as close to real life football as possible and not mutt where you go for it every fourth down, fuck the punter. Or I mean, I think I'm glad it's saved, but I think this is going to be eventually something that gets retired to the side. Just because of the fact that as people want to make this league as mud as possible.
I think this rule needs to stay as long as possible.
As long as possible.
I think, it's the one thing that makes it football. I mean, and not everyone can be Dan Campbell with the Lions.
Or even like Shane Steichen with the Colts before all the quarterback injuries where they just went for fourth every time.
Yeah, I mean, I get if it's 4th and 1 at the 40, but I mean, granted, I'm guilty of it too. There are times that I get frustrated down 7 points early, and I'll be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go for it on 4th and 5 at my 40." And
yeah, I've done it too.
The guys who trust their offense, they're gonna do it, and most of the time they get it. So like it's not, you know.
And there's
I like it.
and
I think
there's so many
some
like
limits.
exceptions to fourth down rule, like 4th and 2 past the 50. It's not like you only get to do it once. Like these are for the people that just want to go for 4th and 10 every time just because they want to. I've gone for it like 5 times on fourth down
I know it's
sometimes.
stupid, but like giving guys like Flynn four downs every time, they're gonna get 10 yards. They're gonna, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you give those good guys, it's just gonna create even a bigger gap between the good users and the bad users. Because if it were to ever go away, because again, you give those guys 4 downs, they're gonna make it.
And you had any thought on this one, Dave? This was the coach decision, like yay, nay, don't care.
What I you know me, I take my coaching decisions, but I mean, I ain't got no problem either way with it, you know. But
Yeah, because
I ain't have
obviously
no
it's
problem.
only going to benefit the offense, just almost for the sake of some, you know, at least for my sanity. This is like every fourth down. All right, so moving on. It's not really a rule change, but a free AR was given to everyone in the new league. So if you haven't used it yet, I mean, keep that in mind for people watching this for the draft. Like, I know for me, I almost took DeMario Davis just to age reduce him because he's an X factor still on the board going into day 2 of the draft, but he's also ancient. I mean, that's a big game changer in terms of early draft, because people that wouldn't go early now have more value. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, though. I mean, we all expected it. The wheel spin one, I didn't see this. I saw people talking about a forced win coupon. I don't know what was going on with that.
It was again. I think if someone gets it, we're gonna need more clarification on if you have to use it that week, or if you have to or if you can just bank it. But basically, how it was written was force. You could pick a forced win between weeks. I believe it was 1 and 14.
I think it was 13, but something like that. Yeah.
Okay. But like again, yeah. I mean, do I save my money and use it 4 times against 4 times for 4 wheel spins against Flynn? Yeah, maybe. But I think in general, I mean, obviously there are so many more things on the wheel. The odds of you getting it are pretty low.
Yeah, but it is a
get
potential game changer where, I mean, I feel, not that, I mean, obviously you would target like a Flynn to get a free win, but on the flip side of it, like for someone to take a forced loss because someone got lucky on a wheel spin, like you don't even get like a chance in there. Like to me, like almost using our baseball league, I would almost make it like a 50-50 coin flip for a free win where you're not guaranteed to win, but at least give the other guy a chance to save their ass. Like, because it just does feel like an overpowered saying, but I mean, the odds of someone getting it, like you said, are very slim to none. And I'm just scrolling through like my phone while we're going through this. The rest of them aren't that crazy. Like +6 non-physical attribute, age reductions, throw powers, a spin for a random user, stealing from a bank, 2 additional spins that you can't stack. Most of these like seem normal.
I do like I think it's funny the stealing from a user and the spinning for somebody else. I think was the other one.
Yeah.
I think those are kind of funny. But I'd be pissed if I spent $150 and all of a sudden I'm getting somebody else a benefit.
Yeah, and like those ones I can get more. Like fourth win one, hopefully no one ever spins it, but then we're gonna feel like we're gonna have our own little separate segment when someone actually uses it. But anything on the wheel stand out to you, Davis?
Did he have the clear cap?
Yeah, salary cap clear near the bottom of his list.
That's something I would want later on in the season.
Later
on throughout the league. That played a big factor.
I know. For me, I was negative cap for 2 seasons. Granted, I never lost anybody
fair,
either.
In a draft league, cap is almost unimportant. There's nobody in free agency.
Well, the way they spread it, where it's like it's not like your first 3 picks, not all of them have like the same length. So there's going to be a lot of overpaying in that first free agency, and then we'll see who was stupid with their cap, like maybe a couple seasons later. So you're right, it's not as big of a deal, but it could matter eventually.
Hopefully we I get lucky enough for a dev on the wheel.
True. I wish you could pick the dev. Oh, there is one. It's a star.
There is one. It's a non-quarterback, but I think it's superstar non-quarterback. I believe.
I see a star dev upgrade of choosing, and we'll obviously break down. I'm sure there'll be more stuff on here, but these are the big ones here. And obviously, if we forgot one, I'm sure the chat will let us hear it on that. Yeah. I guess moving on to wrapping up here. I mean, I think we covered a lot on here. We did our predictions, some rules here. I mean, obviously, everyone stay tuned for next week. I will say this ahead of time. Just be aware for the hen house. the scheduling change might be a little different for the next 2 weeks because of the fact spoiler alert, I film in my classroom, and as of Monday next week, I'll be on my Christmas break, so I will be filming from home the next 2 weeks. Can't guarantee it's a consistent schedule, so I don't want people to think I abandoned anything, but we will be continuing the next 2 weeks from a new studio. But I appreciate, both of you jumping on, Melinda's coming back to us, Davis for jumping on and giving us some damn good talking points here, good predictions. Obviously now for the whole season now, you're going to be a victim of your predictions just like we are now. So let's hope that hopefully you get it right here, but I'm sure the chat will let you know if you messed up on anything.
I'm gonna say now, when the poll comes tonight, let's just finish this damn draft tonight. Let's get it over with. I don't want to draft 3 straight nights, people. I
would love that too. But
I agree.
I do too. I wish we would have drafted more yesterday. We were done at like 8 Eastern, but that's besides the point. And I guess we're going to wrap up because I have less than a minute before I have kids knocking on this door. But this is your boy Blue Henny signing off. Good luck in the rest of your drafts. Don't take my Colts or else I'll kill you. And we will see you guys next week.
Waiting all day for the leak to crank at night. Get on your feet for cheese-filled fight. More than a game, these boys won't touch grass. Even for the boys that are perennial. Welcome to the Hen House Pod. Blue Henny on the call. Talking his shit and taking care of the ball. Updates and reactions to all things addicts. Like Melendez giving up 80 beats, crashing out a mouse trying to roach. That's why we're waiting all day for that late night advance.